you know. So just didn't work out. So after that, I went on and stayed on Atlantic as a solo artist, and I did an album called Putting It Down on Atlantic Records, a solo thing. It sold like 250,000 copies at that time, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
They really didn't push the album or promote it like I feel they could have, but it made a little noise. And then after that, really was just out here. Took a real big layoff on with the Rude Boys. I wasn't no longer in the group anyway. Took a long hiatus, and I just concentrated on music production and writing. So I did a lot of writing and production for a lot of people.
Okay.
You know, in between that time, and really started focusing on the writing because that's where the money was. And I did right, and so I did really well in that area, and kind of pulled back from singing a little bit, man. Until later on, I probably did my first project where I was doing something for real, probably in I would say 2005.
Okay.
I did something around 2004, 2005. I tried to do a little independent thing, and then Gerald passed.
Yeah.
And once he passed, we as the group came back and got together, and we started getting back on the road, doing some shows and whatnot. But we had been off as a group so long, man, it was crazy. And we just started our journey back doing, songs on, and doing shows on the road. And then after that, we disbanded again as a group, and I restructured the group and went and got two other guys, Keni Myles and Gee LaBeaud, and we picked up and just started doing the Rude Boys, putting out a couple singles. And around 2012 or 13, we did a few songs, putting things out, and just really been on the road doing shows since then. And recently last year I did some solo stuff. I put out like 3 videos, 3 songs, and did that, and that's what I've been doing.
Wow. Now I noticed the because you kind of gone real fast about the sort of breaking up and then doing it behind the scenes, and I do wonder then when there's quite a lot of work. You're going to a concert right now, and it's quite a lot of traveling and stuff as compared to when you're behind the scenes writing for other people. Did you then think, I'm actually enjoying this, I can have a stable life, just writing and stuff, going to the recording studio and stuff, and not have the stress and hassle of promoting a record and internal battles and splitting the royalties and all that stuff? And did you never feel tempted just to stay in that lane, or what drew you out to go back onto the road and singing?
I really like being on the road singing more. I mean, the studio, I'm in the studio anyway. Yeah. I got my own studio, and that's basically what I do. I do my own thing, and so there's no pressure. I'm always creating. I'm actually working on a project now that I'm gonna release in March of 2021. A new project that I'm doing. The Rude Boys. We also have some songs that we about to do some videos for, and just put it out there, man. The music business is so much different now, man. It's really different, and there's a lot that comes with it. So you just try to do the best music you can, put it out there, promote it as best you can.
Yeah.
Build your fan base, and let your fans know that you got new material out, and you just push it. That's basically what it do.
Do you think it's better now for not just old established acts from the trying to put out new stuff now, but even new artists? Do you think the industry is a lot better the way the marketplace is for releasing music and getting it out there, or harder?
I think this may be a great era for independence. If you got the money to push yourself, it's a good thing. You can build your fan base up. It's a great thing, if you know what you're doing, if you know all the nuances and the ins and outs of the business, especially on the digital platform. I mean, it's easy. You just got to push. You just got to really have good material. You have to have something that people grasp onto, and you have to have the know-how to market yourself. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you do that and you take it into your hands and you work it right, you can make a lot of money, man. And the format is just open so much with social networking.
Yeah.
You're available, and it's wide open. So if you're doing the right thing and making the right decisions, you can really make it happen. How far are we? Woo!
Well, the only other thing though is that people aren't buying music as they did. So back in the day, you'd go in buy an album, so physically you've sold an album or single. Very digital now, so there's Spotify, Apple, Tidal. There's so many different ways just to listen to it, and so I do wonder, as an artist, do you then think, okay, we're writing our stuff, we still have our publishing stuff to help collate stuff, but is the money coming in? Is it coming in not as much as quick as it used to, and then you have to still rely on concerts and sort of live music to sort of really balance it out more?
Yeah, I think it's a balance. You need to be doing live shows, definitely putting your material out there for people to hear it, but you definitely need to do videos. You definitely need to you need everything. You need the shows, you need the videos to put out there, and you just got to really be having it on all the digital platforms to make it available for people, and that's basically it.
Yeah. Now, I read in your bio that part of the things that you sort of missed out was the fact that you started to become an entrepreneur. Going into coffee shops, and which is quite unique, and its own. That seems like a lot of management to not just it's one thing to invest in something, but another thing to own and think about the marketing stuff. How did you sort of get into that, and how did you then be able to invest the time and energy to make sure it's successful?
Coffee is my passion, man. As you see, you bring a smile to my face because it's really doing well for me. I love the coffee business, and it's phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. I love it. I love it, man. It's my passion. I got the roasting plant going on. It's lovely just watching the beans come in as green beans, and you be like, how is this gonna work out? And you see the roasting process with it, and it just looks is a beautiful thing. And the people love coffee.
Yeah.
It's the second biggest commodity in the world after oil. And very profitable. And I just love it, man. That's my thing.
What do you do differently in your stores? Because there's competition, Starbucks and all this stuff around, especially in America. You've got a lot of competition. A lot of Americans love their coffee. That's the one thing we watch on TV and stuff. What do you do differently to make your brand stand out so that your customers stay loyal?
I just basically just give them a good product, man. Give them good coffee at the spots, good customer service. And just put a twist on and do things that other coffee companies are not doing. By just creating a fun atmosphere, poetry nights, we do poetry, open mic. We do a lot of events, networking events for job, people looking for jobs, and all kind of different stuff, man. Just try to be creative with it and push the coffee along with it.
How do you balance your time then between being on the road like you are right now, being in the studio, and then running a successful coffee business?
It's a great balance, man, because especially now we haven't been on the road. This is actually my first show since February. So everything's been shut down, and even the show that we're doing now is going to be a Zoom show. So it's an in-studio show that we're doing, and with really no audience. So it's been really, it's easy to balance. I've actually been able to pay more attention to the coffee during this time. I've been able to spend more time working on the coffee, and as things pick up, it's cool because during the week I'm not really doing. As entertainers, we really don't travel much during the week. We travel more, so that Friday kick in or Thursday kick in. I got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to do my coffee, and I'm not doing nothing. I'm not working. So, the one time that I'm not working there, I'm just going to the places and just checking on it, making sure everything is good and working, and engaging with people, going to special events, and there, and that's about it. So it's no problem.
How many do you have? How many shops or baristas do you have?
Right now, I got one new location that we just started doing. Right now, I've had like about 4 of them, but I've closed them down due to just in that market it didn't work. But right now, currently, I got a new spot in Cleveland, up in Cleveland Heights. Do a spot called Milwaukee Burst, and we got coffee there. We do the smoothies, coffee. We got vegan and healthy sections for food and all that, and it's working pretty good. It's doing pretty.
Okay. Now, I think the other thing that I noticed in your bio, which was sad, is the fact that it seemed as if you decided to sort of take a break from music after not just the loss of Gerald, but also a number of close people, especially your wife. Did you consider giving up music and just during, especially after your wife passed, or was it something that you just needed time off?
I actually never took time off from music, just really being more so in the studio and being creative and writing and doing just what comes to me. So never really took a break from music. I took a break more so from singing in the late 90s, going into the early 2000s, because I was doing the writing production, and working with a lot of other artists. So, but I never really have taken a break, not much.
Yeah, but as more so as a performer, not because I guess if you've been passionate about it from a young age, you'd always be around it. But the actual being on stage, that's the part that you said, I need to just separate from that for a while.
No, just I wouldn't, like, if shows come, I wouldn't turn them down. Yeah. I would be able to perform because that's my favorite time when I'm performing. I would never give that up for anything in the world. So that's my thing. I would never take a break. I'm too young to take a break, man. No, but I do wonder about the performance side, because we do get a lot of people, and I guess probably this is where the if you've been singing from a young age, it's quite different. But we get a lot of people who get into the industry, and they get disillusioned by it, and especially anxiety being on stage and just sort of living out of a suitcase, traveling a lot, and that part of it, promoting albums, the whole marketing becomes what they don't like. They don't mind singing, but the business, the money, the fallouts and relationships, the things that make them feel as if, this is not for me, and sort of move away. You mentioned that you and your you guys you grew up with forming a group, but having little discord that sort of made you guys separate for a while. Did the industry itself become something you just disliked, not the singing or the music, but the industry and the business and how that engine works? Well, there's some things that I don't like about the music business, really. But I mean, I love music, man. I love expression. I love being an artist and being able to express myself. Yeah, the music business can be frustrating and discouraging, but I don't let that get to me as far as my creativity, because I do music because I love it and I have a passion for it. I'm not doing it at the end of the day to make money. That's not my main objective, to be rich or be famous. My main objective is just for me to be able to artistically express myself, and just being able to, for somebody to hear it,
yeah.
Whether I'm making money or not. So yeah, I'll see the charger.